Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? Table Sean back at it with some Destiny. I'm just delirious. Guys, I just got off my flight. I'm in Seattle. I'm visiting Bungie tomorrow, but I saw that patch 2.4 just dropped. So if I sound a little weird, I did bring my microphone, but my hotel room is not exactly good for sound. But we're going to go through patch 2.4, but just the meat and potatoes. I was reading it on my whole drive over to the hotel, and I gotta be frank, guys, it looks pretty damn good. But then again, that's my opinion. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Gameplay in the background is just random PvP stuff. So first off, let's look at the exotics. Well, Fabian Strategy, the Titan exclusive auto rifle that stunk on ice this whole time. Kills with this weapon now automatically load a portion of the magazine. Increased base range by plus 6% and stability by plus 44%. That's a pretty big buff. I may have to actually take this out of my vault. I literally have not used this thing since I got it. It's been sitting in my vault, and I think it's still at like 280 light or something like that. On to Thorne, okay? The only thing to do in a Thorne is reducing the base range by 25%. Look, folks, I know everyone's like a little bit worried about Thorne coming back. Thorne, they nerfed it into the ground right before it was right before Taken King came out, actually, and that weapon patch. And the damage over time, I mean, I run into some Thorne people now and then. It's not that bad. I'm going to do a live commentary with it and warm up with it again to see how it is. But from what I've been watching, it's only going to be, well, it won't be overpowered. It'll be good for people with really good aim, okay? Not me. Meaning if you land 3 headshots, you're going to down someone really quickly. But I don't think you could be able to, like, one headshot, 2 bodies. I don't think that's going to work with the damage over time. But we'll have to see. And then again, we're going to have an artifact that's going to reduce damage over time if it becomes an issue for you. So, sorry about all the popping, guys. I have my Blue Yeti with me, but I don't have my pop screen with me. Anyway, Universal Remote. Oh, that's taking a nice nerf. Exotic perk range bonus reduced by 75%. No longer guarantees maximum shotgun range, but they increased the rate of fire a little bit. Lowers damage as a secondary effect. So, they're pretty much nerfing it, which I am totally happy with. Dreg's Promise, they increased the damage by 8% and increased the magazine size by 3. I don't know. You know what? I use my Queen's Choice. That's the only sidearm I use because it's got Mulligan on it, and I need Mulligan because I do miss a lot of shots. Touch of Malice. Touch of Malice, self-damage infliction, now removes Blessing of Light. Boolean Gemini, which I call the Julia Gulia Boolean Gemini. What movie? I do that in a stupid... You know what? I do the same line in a video for tomorrow. They added an intrinsic perk high caliber round, so now it's gonna have some built-in high caliber rounds, and no time to explain, they're actually adding Headseeker to it. It says added intrinsic Headseeker perk, so I might have to pull that thing out again, because for me, I feel like Headseeker makes a difference on the faster firing pulse rifles, and I know that no time to explain, it's kind of in the middle. I believe, I don't have it in front of me, and I haven't used it in ages, but it's kind of like Nerwin's Mercy, Red Death, which we'll get to, and Nerwin's Mercy and Red Death, they're getting a slight buff, which I'm pretty happy with, and I think it's just enough. We'll see. Let's wait till I get to it. Let's talk about snipers next. Now, with regard... Wow, there's a lot of popping. Sorry, guys. I don't have my freaking pop screen. Okay, with regards to snipers, I saw people getting crazy over this on Twitter saying that, yeah, it's just like they nerfed them into the ground. So they reduced the damage on the mid-high impact, so 1,000-yard stare, longbow synthesis, by 6.95%. What does that mean? It means for these type of sniper rifles, if a Guardian has their super active, you're not going to be able to one-shot him in the head. Or, well, it says here, mid-high impact snipers can no longer reliably kill high armor Guardians in super. Null and Beyond is not affected by this damage reduction. They reduced target acquisition for LDR and the longbow synthesis to bring it in line with other snipers in the same family. Now, I'm pretty excited about this one, and I know probably other people won't be, but snipers need to be flinched, okay? There's so many times where I'll have a sniper down to like nothing, and they'll one-shot me. Well, because they have good aim, or maybe that aim assist kicked in. I don't know. I try to snipe as much as I can, but I'm not very good. I'm going to read this verbatim. So we're going to talk about aim deflection, which is another word for flinch. So what they're doing is increase the starting strength for aim deflection, aka flinch, when players take damage while scoped in from 30% starting to 50%. With every subsequent hit, the strength of deflection increases until you hit 100% max deflection, which means max flinch. Overall sniper ADS aim deflection multiplier increased to 1.9 times, was 1.85 times. You know, that's a lot of numbers. What does it mean? Snipers are going to be flinching this time, okay? So hopefully you'll have less of those situations where someone scoped in on you, you're laying into them, you'll get them to near health, but they're not flinching, and they one-shot you to the head because they got some good aim. So I think that's a good addition, but hey, that's me. Let me know in the comment section. All right, I am popping way too much, okay? I'm going to step back from the microphone a little bit. Let's talk about auto rifles. So they reduced the maximum magazine size for the highest rate of auto rifles. So it's basically Doctrine of Spamming. They've increased damage to the middle rate of fire autos by 1.5%. So that's like your Zhao Supercell, Monte Carlos, not your like Vanquishers or Grim Citizen, Shadow Price, not those. Monte Carlo, Supercell, those types of auto rifles. Shotguns. The Mobius, that's the Titan class legendary shotgun, they decrease spread on Titan class shotgun in ADS, 0.1 zoom factor, increase base stability by 6%. All right, big deal. You know, I just meddled mine a long time ago. They reduce spread angle penalty on shotguns with the perk full auto, and Vector was not affected. Increased high rate of fire and middle low rate of fire shotgun damages by 2%. So it looks like they're buffing. You know what? You might want to pick up. I know everyone and their mother's done a video on what to buy from the vendors right now. You might want to pick up that new Monarchy shotgun because you know that little 2% is going to make a difference in PvP. I would definitely pick that thing up. My old friend Oa, who I don't play any with anymore, I don't know where he's been, but that's all he used to use before they really hit shotguns hard. Was that new Monarchy shotgun, full auto? Pick it up. Now this next one I'm pretty happy about because it does relate to Red Death, and I've been wanting Red Death to be good again in PvP and in PvE for that matter. Just it doesn't do enough damage. Well, minor increase 2% to damage for middle rate of fire family pulse rifles a la Nuren's Mercy. Well, Red Death falls into that category. Also, the increasing the rate of fire for the Haka pulse rifle Light Melody. So I can't wait to come home and try Red Death out and see what it's going to be like. I really want to go into Rise of Iron with it, not only for PvP, but for PvE. It really got me through King's Fall many times because of the health regen. And I feel like in PvP, when it was in its prime, when it was the meta of pulse rifles, I don't know. I was pretty damn good with that thing, and I'm really hoping that 2% might be just enough. But let me know in the comment section. I'm away at Bungie right now, guys. If you tried it out, is it any better? Let me know. So now it looks like sidearms are definitely getting a lot of changes, but changes for the good. So hopefully you'd be more apt to using them in PvP because they are a hell of a lot of fun. And they also need to be buffed a little bit for PvE, which I think they're doing here. I love my Queen's Choice. It's got reactive reload. It's got, what else? It's got mulligan. Yeah, and speed reload, I think, too. That thing is awesome. So let's go through the changes. So they're unifying damage for all sidearm types. Increased damage for existing Haka sidearm families by 3% for the lowest rate and 7% for the highest rate of fire. Decreased damage for the non-hit scan sidearms by 5% for Vestian Dynasty and Queen's Choice. Okay, well, maybe I have to pick up another sidearm. Minor extension of damage fall-off point for sidearms across the board of plus 0.5 meters. Minor increase of stability for sidearms across the board. Sweet. Now, this is really cool here. Added damage bonus in PvE 20 to 30% dependent on the combat tier. All right, very, very cool, guys. Look, get a sidearm, use it in PvP. It's a lot of fun. And that's pretty much it for the meat and potatoes with regards to rocket launchers. They are making cluster bomb a little bit more effective. They're nerfing grenades and horseshoes by a little bit. For machine guns, they're increasing the base damage of the highest rate of fire machine guns, which I don't like using any of those, okay? I like my Bane of the Taken. That's my favorite. Hand cannons, they're really not doing much for them. Let's go into hand cannons. What are they doing to them? Fixed an issue where the hand cannon Zalo's Bane, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Zalo's Bane rate of fire stat would display incorrectly. Fixed an issue where Taken Vanguard and Arms Day hand cannons, Down and Doubt, Kumakatak HC4 stats would display incorrectly, but it doesn't look like they're doing anything to them. But guys, remember, this is just the meat and potatoes. Fusion rifles, accelerated coils correctly reflects damage reduction now on the UI stat bars. No change to gameplay effect, UI only. Fix an issue where stat bars on the Tekken Rage displayed incorrectly. Now they also changed a bunch of things in the perks out there, like Exhume, Take a Knee, Surplus, Grave Robber, Guerrilla Fighter, some magazine perks. I'm not going to go through all that, guys. I just want to just get through the meat and potatoes. Let me know what you guys think. I give you my thoughts and opinions on all these changes. These are the major ones for me, at least, that are going to make or break PvP, but I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty cool meta, I think. Yeah, that's it. So drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa. Check out my stream, usually on YouTube, sometimes on Twitch, and that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.